Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's seminar. Today, I'm delivering the seminar from Colorado, Denver, and that's why we decided to do it on YouTube. But also today, we are going to watch the Invitation to Happiness, Season 3, Episode 1. And this episode is on the new resurrection. It's the collection of many excerpts lecture of Master Ryo Okawa. I promise it's great and very energizing and inspiring, so I hope you'll enjoy. And then also today, right after we finish watching the episode for about 30 minutes, we're going to practice golden meditation. This is many of you might know golden bottle meditation, but this one is different. I hope you enjoy this one as well. So yeah, let's begin. First let's recite the true words spoken by Buddha together. If you don't have it with you yet, please have your hands together and calm down your mind. Okay? So let's start reciting the true words spoken by Buddha. The true words spoken by Buddha, Ryo Okawa. There used to be the light in a great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down a great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you would surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to pond in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days, or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your pasts have already gone by, yet still, your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. Thank you so much. So let's begin watching The Invitation to Happiness Season 3, Episode 1 on the New Resurrection. Enjoy.
The following program is sponsored by Happy Science. Hello, and thank you for accepting our invitation to happiness. I'm Mariko, and I'm so excited to bring you Season 3 of Invitation to Happiness because this time I'm here with my friends.
Hi, I'm Yushi.
Hi, I'm Dylan. And in this program, we'll be discussing the teachings of the living Buddha and modern savior, Master Riho Okawa. Master Okawa's lectures have been spread to over 100 countries around the world, and he's recorded over 3,100 of those lectures and published 2,600 books.
Season 3, it's going to be a little different tone. We're going to be focusing more into Master Riho Okawa. Who is he as a modern savior and his global message, which I believe is really necessary in these times.
Yes, which leads us to today's topic, which is the new resurrection.
And the meaning of the phrase, the new resurrection, is that Master Okawa experienced death and rebirth as the savior.
But before we dive into today's episode, let's first go to the streets of New York and ask the question, if the savior was living now, what would he be doing?
Probably running for president.
I don't think there's gonna be a savior coming around.
I think they will be doing very selfless things, so like helping other people, helping the community.
Probably would be a similar kind of thing, a people person, would look out for others.
I think it'd just be an eye-opener for the world, and people will hopefully understand like he was when he was here hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
The people that are willing to wake up themselves for the benefit of others.
So there's a lot of different opinions and ideas of what a savior would be doing in this modern age.
Famous saviors from the past are usually from like 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. So it's such a quite different era now. So I don't think he would just be a spiritual leader.
Well, what better time for a savior to come than now? We have so many crazy things happening in this world. The coronavirus pandemic, the economic recession, so much uncertainty. And it seems now people are turning to the savior, or now is the time to turn to a savior.
And so Master Ryuho Okawa, as Dylan explained in the earlier part, he said that he's a modern savior. But Master Okawa, when he started this spiritual movement, he didn't start out with that feeling, right? With that recognition. There is this certain incident that occurred, the new resurrection. And so the video that we're about to watch now is an excerpt of him giving a lecture of what occurred to him, the incident that made him aware that he is a modern savior. Let's watch it.
It happened 2004, May the 14th. At that day, I had a heart attack at that time. And next day, I'm not sure but I'm healthy or not, so I went to the hospital at the first time. And at that time, I walked around the hospital and checked a lot of section of my body. And when I checked my heart, the doctor called my wife and said, he is already a dead man. My wife upset. Really? He was walking around this hospital, but you said he's a dead man. Why? She asked. Because my heart, under part of my heart didn't work at the time, but I was still alive at the time. It's a miracle. So in medical meaning, I was a dead man, almost dead man at that time. The doctors declared I'm almost dead. It's a miracle. We can't believe this fact. He must die tonight, they said. At the time, I was shocked. But next morning, the doctor was miserable. I was still alive, and I was writing a letter to my children at that time. I had to be died at that time, but I am not a physical man. They didn't know that. I was a mission itself, so I couldn't die.
The pain was as if a crow was digging its claws into my heart and clutching it tightly on my car ride home. At the time, I asked my secretary to play the CD of The Dharma of the Right to Mind in the car. And when I got home, I was walked to my room and slept for 30 minutes with a CD playing in the background. Then I started feeling better, like I was okay to go. The following day, on a Saturday morning, I somehow felt that I should get a physical exam done as soon as possible. I hadn't experienced any problems with my body, but I just simply felt, let's just go for my checkup today instead of Monday. And so I went. The doctor put me on the bed and took an X-ray of my upper body. As he showed me the image, he said, "Do you see the white space covering your heart and lungs? Do you know what that cloudiness indicates?" It's all fluid. Your chest from the heart to the lungs is overflowing with fluid. He continued saying, if you look at the lower part of your heart, you can see that the large amounts of liquid has stopped your heart from contracting. It means there's no blood flowing in. Do you know what it means when blood stops flowing? It means that your condition is equal to a dead person. I was nodding along as I listened, but I was completely lost about what was going on. I was conscious, but apparently my blood wasn't flowing. In any case, after the doctors saw the results from all the tests they did, they said to me, "It is impossible for a normal person to be alive in the condition that you're in." I had no idea what they were saying. That's because I was perfectly fine until the day before. It is true I experienced some sensations that resembled a crow digging its claws into me and clutching my heart. But as soon as I started listening to the Dharma of the Right Mind CD, the sensation disappeared, so I thought I was cured. Doctors were confident that the sensation of claws digging into my heart and clutching it tightly was due to a myocardial infarction. They also believed I should have been dead when I was walking around my garden on the previous day. Such assumptions are hard to believe, but the doctors insisted. You had a heart attack, so it's impossible for you to be alive today. It did not make sense to me because I had walked to the dining room by myself to have lunch and dinner after it happened. But medically speaking, I should have collapsed and died right then.
Every time I pray the Dharma of the Right Mind, it helps me a lot. And I think that's how I become more and more close to Happy Science and Master's teachings. One time, my little brother, he was a newborn, and he was, sick, and the doctor told my mom to give him some medication when he got fever. So my mom, she gave the medication, and like 20, 30 minutes later, he was not responding. At that time, my mom, she called me and she said, "We need to do something." And she said, "Well, we should pray." And I was like, "Mom, I think maybe we should take him to the hospital, because he's not breathing." And then she's like, "Well, I don't want to take him right now to the hospital because they're going to do a lot of testings." And we start praying the Dharma of the Right Mind over and over. She was scared, and so do I, but I thought that at that moment, we need to be strong for my mom. And I knew that prayer helps me. Every time I breathe in and breathe out, it usually burns my throat, and because of I'm always sick. But I knew that the prayer, it was good for me, and I feel comfortable. I feel like connected. By that time, I was like, if it helps me, it will help my little brother as well. So then we start praying, and we are watching him, and we start praying like, nonstop. After a while, he was start, responding, and he start like, crying a little bit, and then we felt that, he was getting better. And so she has faith that he would be better if we do the prayer. So at that time, I realized that, this prayer is very powerful, and we are in the right track. Like, we found a religion that can save us.
First off, I'm just so astonished to the fact that there is a man who is living while his heart stopped beating. And then, so you go to the top-notch, like, you know, a first-class hospital in Tokyo, and a very famous, prominent doctor was there.
I believe he wrote 300 books before his death, and after his death, over 2,300 books. So just astonishing.
One of our members, you know, Fabia, she was explaining this sutra, the true words spoken by Buddha. Such a powerful sutra.
Yeah, that sutra, it's really powerful. I've been reciting it every day since it came out, the day it came out, and it's really made me so happy.
Really energizes you, right?
Right, definitely.
All right, so next video clip, the reason why Master Ryuho Okawa, why didn't he die? He used the power of his mind, which we'll be learning in the next clip. Let's watch it.
Even the doctor said, you are a dead man. I didn't believe that I can arrive, I can work again, I can do everything. So this is the truth. So I sometimes say to you that your mind is very important. Your body is a secondary one. Your mind is first. Mind makes your body. So your body doesn't control your mind. You should be the controller of your mind. You can control your mind 100%. In every circumstances, you can be king of your own kingdom. So believe me, this is the truth.
I strongly believed that my mind is the controller of my body. Even when there were changes or problems to my physical body, I believed strongly that my mind is the controller, my mind is the ruler of my body. The power of my mind was much stronger.
If a modern savior is here now, one of his most important messages would be, you're not a physical being. What you think is who you are.
And he's not just a self-help author, right? He's not just teaching us affirmations, but he actually practiced it himself.
But also that teeny bit of resurrection we can have ourselves, and through really believing the mind over the body. It defies science, it defies common sense, and I think that's the challenge of our times right now.
And so the next video we'll be watching is Master recollecting his memory, what he felt that night when he was told that he's a dead man, he might die the next day. And after that, we'll be watching a testimony of one of our members of knowing what happened to Master Okawa. So let's watch it.
I think before I fell seriously ill in 2004, I gave around 900 lectures and published 300 books. But now it's becoming clear that I will have given 3,000 lectures by the year's end, 2019. That means that I have given over 2,000 lectures since falling ill. I've also given 130 or so lectures in English and continue to carry out a multitude of other projects. In short, a man who was told, "You are a dead man," later published over 2,200 books, including translations. The impossible happened, and that is for sure. I had already been interacting with spirits from the world after death for over 20 years. It's part of my job in publishing their messages. They had been helping me during my lectures also. I was actually already having communications with people in the afterlife, and I am sure that there isn't anyone else who knew about both life and death any more than I did. So in truth, I had no fear in terms of life and death that any normal person might have. Usually, people think that death is the ultimate end and may feel like that is the end of the world. To me, death is not a distant world, but more like a world right outside my window. As soon as I opened the window, it would take me straight into the afterlife. This is the kind of life I've been living. So it would be embarrassing if I feared death. Told myself I'm ready to die anytime. It could be 1 year later, 3 years later, or even 5 years later. And each and every day, I was ready to reset my life. Like so, I was living so that I was ready to die at any moment. So at this point, I cannot say confidently that I was able to see my future. And the discussions about my health from a worldly perspective made me anxious. Either way, I told myself I'll live by the motto, today is my whole life. And of course, die for the truth. I believed that I was given another life and I wanted to do as much as I could. This may have looked like I was suicidal, or this willingness to die could have been what kept me alive. But the more I pushed myself with the willingness to die, the stronger my body became. This is strange indeed. I was surprised how far I kept going. Cannot fully explain it, but during that lonesome night, I was thinking about the whole city, the whole world, and various other things. My mind wandered and thought about the lifestyles of various families, the politics in Japan, the mass media, education, and also the people living all around the world. People in countries where there are risks of war and so on. I had thought that the work that I had done was the extent of what I could do. But when I thought about the world, there was a tremendous amount of work that needed to be done. I thought, if I truly believe that I am El Cantare, then I need to accomplish more than what Buddha and Jesus did. I felt that maybe I had not done as much yet, and that I needed to level up my work. I still feel this way today. I felt like I had lived a few lives in this lifetime already. But since I am rarely born into this world, I decided I should live as voraciously as I could now that I was here.
I made up my mind to become a savior from Buddha. I was a Buddha, and I'm now a real Buddha. But I need to be a savior. This whole world, universe, gave me another life and told me I have remaining mission. Please spread these lectures to all over the world. This is my desire and my work and my mission. So I made up my mind to lay down my life. So I want to go abroad and spread this lecture to the end of this life.
So even just watching the movie the first time, I was so touched and so blown away. But to learn the real story of what happened to Master, it takes me to a place that I feel is like beyond the most sacred imagination we could have, you know? Like, for instance, like we think of Jesus on the cross, right? And resurrecting. Like, to have Master have his own heart, have his heart stop, like not beating at all, and to completely live through that. It's beyond, like, imagination. And Master's actually living it. I could feel just the power of wanting to live your life for others. And I'm just trying to understand more and more, like the depth of Master's life.
He decided to die for the truth. And then he started to think about the world. And then when he did that, I felt like that's when the mission really began.
So the last part of today's episode, we will be watching an excerpt from the lecture, Be Positive, the one he gave in Hawaii. It was his very first lecture that he gave to, in a way, proclaim that he is a modern savior, or Alcantara is the modern savior. And I want you to feel the vibrations of his words. Let's watch it.
I sent Gautama Buddha 2,500 years ago, and I sent Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago, and I sent Muhammad 1,400 years ago. And it was written in the law of the sun. The very difficult but very important and very crucial contents are written in these words. I am just a storyteller or liar or a savior. You must choose one. Conclusion, one. Storyteller or liar or a savior. I want to be, I desire to be the third one. Because I love everybody. I came here on earth to love everybody. You all loved me, have been loved me more than 1,000 years. So I came here. You have many sufferings, but be strong, be brave, be positive in your life, be powerful, be constructive. Love is strongest power in this world. There are no enemies. If El Cantare are with you, there are no enemies. I already promised you. I'm with you every day, everywhere from now on. So believe in me and my teachings.
I'm not done yet. I still have a lot of work to do. So I will not die until I fulfill my mission. Do you believe faith can cure illness or not?
Rated PG.
The preceding program was sponsored by Happy Science. The following
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in receiving the prayer book and some of the publications, you can find all the links in the comment section. Okay, so now let's practice golden meditation together. If you have any devices that may sound, please turn them off for a better experience, a better meditation results outcome for you. Okay, let's begin. So it's guided by Master Okawa with the strong spiritual guidance, and the English translations will follow. Okay.
背筋を伸ばして、大きく深呼吸を何回かやってみてください。
Please straighten your back and take deep breaths for a while.
.呼吸が整ってきましたら、目は半眼というのは薄めぐらいで結構ですね。完全に閉じてしまわず、完全に開いてしまわず、半眼ぐらいで、1、2メートルぐらい前に焦点を合わせた形で、目の位置を整えてください。
Once your breathing calms, please keep your eyes half closed. You need not close your eyes completely, nor open them widely. Just lightly focus your eyes on the floor 1 to 2 meters ahead of you.
そして伸ばした背中、背筋を通して天上界から光を受けていると、こういうイメージをしてみてください。
Then imagine you will receive light from heaven through your straightened back.
背筋を伸ばして、その背筋を通った光のパイプが頭の頂点を突き抜けて天上界につながっています。
There is a golden pipe along your spine, extending from your head to the heavenly world.
このパイプを通して天上界から光が注がれてきます。
Through the golden pipe, light from the heavenly world will stream down.
パイプの太さはだいたい5センチメートルぐらいの直径のパイプです。黄金のパイプが背筋を通って天上界に突き抜けています。そういうイメージをしてみてください。
This pipe is about 5 centimeters in diameter. Visualize this golden pipe running through your spine up to heaven.
.ではこのパイプを通して天上界からこれから光を送り込んでいきます。
I will send you light through the pipe from the heavenly world.
天上界から光を送り込んでいきます。具体的には皆さんご自身の守護霊あるいは指導霊を通じて各人の背骨頭を貫いているこの黄金のパイプに守護指導霊の光を私の方からお願いして入れますので、この光を受けてください。そしてパイプから光が入ってきたならそれを全身に行き渡らせてみてください。それではこれから光を送り始めます。
I will send you light with the help of your guardian and guiding spirits. I will ask them to pour light into you through the pipe. So please receive the heavenly light. Once you receive the light, circulate it through your whole body. Now I will begin to send the light.
光が体の中に染み渡ってきたはずです。
Imagine the light is seeping into your body.
その光を頭、首、左肩、右肩、胸、お腹、それから右足、左足、隅々まで黄金の光を満たしてみてください。
Let this golden light flow through your head, neck, left shoulder, right shoulder, chest, stomach, right leg, left leg, and every part of your body.
この光が体中を満たして、自分が金色に光る仏像だと思ってください。
Filling your whole body with the golden light, imagine that you are becoming a shining golden statue of Buddha.
次は金色に光る仏像。この仏像が自分自身になったと思ったら、この仏像の金色というのは単なる金箔ではなくて、全身が黄金そのものでできていると思ってください。全身が黄金そのものでできていると思ってください。
Now you are a golden statue of Buddha. The golden color is not just the surface. I mean, your body is not just covered with gold leaf. Your entire body is made of solid gold. Your whole body is solid gold.
この黄金の仏像からこれから光が出ていきます。これがオーラです。
You are beginning to cast the light from within. This is your aura.
ではその光をまず仏像の周り50センチメートルぐらい出してみてください。この黄金色の仏像、自分を仏像だと思ってその周り50センチメートルぐらいのオーラを出してみてください。
You are a golden statue of Buddha and try radiating the golden aura around you to about 50 centimeters in diameter.
ではそのオーラを1メートルまで広げてみてください。
Then broaden out your aura. It's growing to 1 meter around you.
自分の全身から1メートルのオーラが出ていると思ってください。金色の光が自分の周り1メートル四方に光を投げかけているという姿を思い描いてください。
You are the golden statue of Buddha, radiating a golden aura of about 1 meter in diameter.
Next, 次はそのオーラが2メートル四方に出ていると想像してください。2メートル四方です。
Now imagine your aura is expanding to the diameter of 2 meters all around you. 正面から自分を見るならば、金色の仏像の後ろに五々が指しているような姿に見えるはずです。 If you see yourself from the front, you would see a golden statue of Buddha with a golden halo behind you. ではそのオーラを3メートルまで伸ばしてみてください。さらに大きな光です。 Expand your aura to 3 meters. This is an even bigger light.
「次にそのオーラを5メートル四方まで伸ばしてみてください。頭上から光が注入されており、その光が発散されていくのです。5メートル四方にオーラが広がっています。あなたの存在の周りが金色に光っているはずです。
Expand the aura to 5 meters. The infinite light of heaven is pouring into you from above, and it's scattering around you. The light of 5 meters diameter is spreading in all directions, and the space around you is shining gold.
では最後にそのオーラが10メートル四方に広がっています。10メートルの光の玉の中に自分が座していると思ってください。金色の大きな球、10メートルの大きな球体の中に自分が座していると思ってください。
Lastly, imagine your aura is expanding to 10 meters, and you are sitting in the middle of the light. You are sitting in the huge sphere of light with a diameter of 10 meters.
では静かに目を開けて情を解いてみてください。
Now open your eyes slowly and end your meditation.
静かに目を開けてください。
Open your eyes.
これが黄金の瞑想と言われる瞑想法です。
This is what we call the meditation of the golden statue of Buddha. You receive the light from heaven and turn your body into a shining golden statue of Buddha.
光を天上界から入れて自分自身の体を黄金色にする。金色のブッダ像にするわけであります。
You see your body radiating the aura.
そして自分の体からオーラが出ている姿を見る。やがてそのオーラを広げていって、大きなオーラの中に自分が一点座している姿というのを見る。
Then you gradually expand the aura, and finally you see yourself sitting in the middle of a huge sphere of light.
こういうやり方でありますが、この黄金の瞑想が完成するためには、如来の悟りを得ていないと完成しないのであります。
This is how the meditation goes. But in order to master this meditation, you really need to have attained the enlightenment of Tathagata.
すなわち、奈良やあるいは鎌倉に大仏がありますが、ああいうふうに大仏のようなゆったりした心でもって光の中に包まれる自分というものを考えることができるためには、それだけの豊かな引っかかりのない心の状態というのが必要です。
There are great Buddha statues in Nara and Kamakura, creating calm and restful vibrations. In order to think of yourself embraced in a great abundant light with such gentle vibrations as Buddha statues, you must have a generous state of mind that is without attachments.
また大きな器であればあるほど、それだけ天上界からの光を受けることができるわけであります。
And the greater your soul's capacity is, the more light of heaven you can receive.
ただ、オーラの大きさには程度の差があるでしょうが、自分の体の周りに1メートルぐらいのオーラを出せるようなところまでは、ある程度の修行が進めば皆さん可能であります。どうかその辺まで進んでみていただきたいと思います。
The size of aura may be different for each person depending on his or her level of enlightenment, but it is possible for everyone to have an aura of at least 1 meter in diameter. If you train to some extent, I hope all of you will reach this level.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this meditation. This is one of the good way to strengthen the power of will and control our vibration, and also I think this is a good way to energize, receive strong lights guided by Master Okawa. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is the end of today's Sunday service, and I apologize for running a little late, but I hope right now I'm in Colorado. It's snowing today, but I hope you all have a great weekend, stay safe, and as you may know it already, the movie TWICEBORN is showing at selected AMC theaters. There are 4 theaters available in California, so if you haven't watched it, please go watch it this weekend. If you want to win tickets, I put some emails in the comment section, so please check it, and we hope to see you at the theaters. And also lastly, we appreciate any comments of this seminar today. Please email us or leave comments, and yes, I pray for your health and happiness and safety. Thank you so much, and see you next Sunday. Bye.
いつも自分に厳しく努力を続けていましたね。いつもクラスで一番でした。
なぜか彼の鶴の一声でみんながまとまるんです。
頭はずば抜けてよかったし、学者か政治家にでもなるかと思ったが。
君みたいな人は勝者に来るべきだよ。知的でロマンチック。半数以上の人間が悪霊の影響を受けているというのか。彼らが悪霊から身を守ることはできないのか。私は一体どのような使命を持っているのか。
仏法ルフによる一切の衆生救済です。
もう一度申請したい。生まれ変わりたい。私はみんなを幸せにするために、我は悪魔を粉砕し、ここに悟りを打ち立てる者なり。
いつも自分に厳しく努力を続けていましたね。いつもクラスで一番で。
TWICEBORN, the new inspiring and profound book about Ryuho Okawa. How from being a mediocre ordinary child in the countryside, through diligent effort and inspiration and attacks from the devil, he was able to become a master. The monumental 1991 Tokyo Dome lecture, The Victory of Faith. He announced, I am not a human being, I am the law itself. He declared that he is Alcantara, the god of the earth. His true mission is to be the founder and leader of the next world religion. Discover your own experience of being twice born.